Brother, let me ask you this about the social life.
Okay.
Just a quickie. When you got single, and I don't necessarily mean when you lost your wife, but when you got single from your longest term,
a long-term relationship. Got it. Right.
When you broke up from a long-term relationship, whatever your longest term relationship was, how long did it take you before you really started to like sleep again?
Well, see, I can't compare my experiences to yours only because one of them, the ending of it was like a peace of mind, and having it end allowed me to sleep.
Okay.
So one of them was a drag to where it brought me down to where I couldn't sleep, and once it was over, I could sleep again.
Okay.
The other one was exactly what you're experiencing. You kind of wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, you're awake at 3 a.m. and it's just 100 thoughts going through your head.
Exactly.
The one that really tore me apart, and I'm not trying to plant this in your head, but the one that really tore me apart the worst.
Yeah.
5 years.
Oh.
5 years.
5 years.
5 years. It finally took that long to finally purge that out of my system.
Jesus, dude. If I go 5 years on this sleep schedule, I will be dead.
Yeah, it was horrific, man. It took me from like 1991 to 1996 to finally put that to rest.
Oh, God.
And that required me moving back across the country, getting a different job, trying to fill my head with different things.
Right.
Getting involved with radio.
Yeah.
That one just ripped me to shreds.
Oh, boy. You don't need to tell me that.
So I can't say because I haven't been married for 23 years, but,
So what you're saying is I may never sleep again.
I don't know. It just depends on what it is that's, getting under your skin the most.
Yeah. See, it's weird, dude, because I'm actually in a good place. I mean, this. I'm in a much better place than when this whole thing started, for sure. And actually, me and the ex are actually getting along very well. I mean, not even just a little bit, like friends type of getting along.
Well, that's a very positive thing.
Dude, we went today and had breakfast together and just shot the shit for a couple of hours.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it was good. It's something that I needed, but it's interesting, the sleep thing, dude. It's like me, I never go to bed early anyway. I'm always up till 1 or 2 in the morning anyway. I always was. But now it's like go to bed at like 1 or 2 or whatever, and I'm up at 3:30.
Sure.
And I'm like, I'll lay there for like 10 minutes trying to go to sleep. I won't go to sleep. So I just get the fuck back up.
Right.
And then it ends up being like, I'll give you an example. The week of Thanksgiving. By the time Thanksgiving ended, like the actual Thanksgiving dinner and, hanging out with my friend Scott's family and whatnot, that was like 6 o'clock at night. I had gone like 96 straight hours without sleep.
Wow.
I just hadn't slept in 4 days.
Yeah.
And then I slept for, 5 hours or something. Then I did it again. Then I went, I cruised down to Lima and I was up until, 5 in the morning on a Friday or Saturday, what ended up being Saturday morning. Slept till 8, got up and did it again. Did the show until 3:30 or 4 in the morning last week.
Look at Demon Loves Chuck Negron's cock. Loveline with Chris and Dr. Neeley.
That's right. That's right. That's the new show that we're doing. We decided when I came back that my personal life was on the table. So guess what? You fucks got to live it with me.
Right.
That's the way it works.
So, well, again, everybody's different. There's different reasons for why things have come to an end and so on and so forth. But hey, if you're getting along with the ex and you can just sit around and shoot the shit and actually, not feel a lot of tension, that's a good thing.
Yeah, dude, surprised me. So it's weird because I swear I even told you this. I didn't really bring it on the radio, but I swore I was going to stay friends with her, and somehow I made that happen, even though she really hated me there at the beginning.
Well, but the thing is you share 3 children with her, so
yeah. So there's always that bond, but it's just cool. I guess if I've learned anything about not being quite as pissed off as I was before, it's that what. When you're not as pissed off, and you're not fighting all the fucking time, It's a little bit easier to deal
Sure.
day to day.
And plus, you can come and go as you please and see who you want and go where you want and be a part of the CMS if you want. And, and then that freedom, man, there's nothing like it.
No, there's not. Believe me. Don't get all worried. It's not like just because we hung out today, all of a sudden it's like, okay, she's coming back. I'm leaving the show again.
I never thought that for a minute.
No, that's not going to happen. There's less than 0% chance of that. There's negative percentages on that odds.
Well, let me relate to you, and I know we're going to play Dr. Neeley and Chris.
Hey, that's fine. Why not? What else we got to talk about?
So when I was married for 3 years.
Right.
And I was living in Southern California.
Okay.
And after my divorce, I got not even involved. I was interested in a gal that whose parents owned a nightclub.
Okay.
And, in my little bio that had been on the CMS page forever and a day, talks about, picking up the DJ thing working at a club, right?
Right, sure.
Well, this was the club. This club wasn't far from where I lived. Actually, it was just a couple blocks away.
Okay.
And these people who own the club, they're still very, very close friends to me. They're like my pseudo parents almost.
Right.
Still to this day.
Okay.
Well, anyway, long story short, like you, I picked up a big social life and was out doing a lot of social things and out till late in the day or late in the night, I mean.
Right.
Well, there was this one time, I don't know, and even then, I didn't even have my first alcoholic drink until I was like 24.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't even drink at that point. Nothing at all. None.
Wow.
Never even had any alcohol at all. But just from being so tired from coming in at 3 a.m.
Right.
I don't know what I did. I just absent-minded. It wasn't because I was drunk or out of my mind or whatever. Mm-hmm. I ended up leaving my keys in the door of my house. I opened up the door, didn't take the keys out of the door, just closed the door, locked the door, went to bed.
All right.
I wake up the next morning. My ex is standing next to the bed with my keys in her hand.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know why she stopped by, but she stopped by and she goes, well, you must have had some evening leaving the keys in your door.
Yeah.
And of course it was the whole, you're out whoring around.
Yeah.
You must be banging chicks. You must be doing this. You must be doing that,
Yeah.
And, it was furthest from the truth.
Right. Sure.
I went out, had some fun, met some people, hung out, whatever that was going on. Wasn't into the whole drinking, never got into drugs ever.
Right.
I was just having a good time.
Sure.
It was the mid-'80s. It was Southern California. I was having a great time. I was in my mid-20s.
Right.
But, of course, she had to bring it down. Boy, you must have really tied it on last night, leaving your keys in the door.
Jesus. Dude, it's funny. I had certainly not similar to that degree, but I had a very similar uncomfortable moment today. So I went to breakfast with my ex. We went to a restaurant and just had some breakfast, and at the end, I'm I'm taking a ton of pictures right now. Everything I'm doing, I'm taking pictures of right now. Just like with the CMS night out, we had 550 pictures.
Yeah, I was surprised you uploaded all those pictures on the Facebook.
I put them all up. I don't care, but it's because I don't have pictures. She kind of took all my pictures.
Sure.
So I literally have 12 pictures of the last 23 years. That's the literal number of pictures I have. So now I want to take pictures of everything I'm doing. So we went out, after breakfast today. I was like, hey, let me take a picture. Me and you take a picture. She's like, all right. So I took a couple of pictures with my phone. She didn't like one, so she's like, delete that one picture. And she's how she is. So she wants me to delete one of the pictures. I'm like, all right, fine. So she's like, let me see your phone to make sure you deleted that picture, because it wasn't a good picture.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, that's cool. But of course, she looks at the pictures on my phone, And of course, there's pictures of certain girls that have been sending me certain
Sure.
And she's like, what the hell is this? I was like, we're not married anymore.
Yeah, we're not married. I got a life.
We're not married anymore. Sorry.
Right.
But yeah, that was my uncomfortable moment like that today. I was like, ooh, I forgot about those.
Right. Hey, listen, we're not married. I don't have to explain anything to you.
Yeah, exactly.
So back off, bitch.
Look at Handjob trying to tell me I can't take pictures with my ex or eat with my ex. Really? That's right. You're right, Handjob. I must have to hate her.
Nice.
You're right. 23 years of loving her, but yeah, she's a cunt now. I fucking hate her. Stop it. Idiots.
Nice.
I don't need to breed hate on everything I do.
Look at Diamond Ryan, pictures of snatch shoots. Snatch.
There might be some truth to that.
Isn't that like the greatest word ever?
Snatch or snapper. I like snapper.
All right. So you're getting along with the ex, but at the same time, you're able to go out there and pursue some interested ladies.
Yes.
Sure.
It's kind of like kids. You know how a lot of times you'll see somebody, well, you probably don't because I know you fucking hate kids, but for most of us, you see somebody's kid and it's a cute kid and they're acting funny or whatnot, and you'll be like, yeah, that's a cute kid. And then you get to leave that kid.
Right.
And that's always good. It's kind of the same today. It's like, yeah, we're having a good time. We're hanging out. We're having some fun. We're having some laughs. And then we got to leave. It's fucking good. It was good.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's the kind of relationship I need to have.
Nice.
But yeah, things are good. I'm in a very good mood.
Excellent.